Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the HamCorp training manual. In this episode, we will have not one but two time lapses. First will be of the blasting hall, which will house our quad EBFs, and the second will be of HamCorp HQ, so you are contractually obligated to watch that one. So between episodes, I have done quite a bit of progression in HV. I made these basic parts. I made a chemical reactor, assembler, circuit assembler. This is the MV circuit assembler, but it's in the HV tab. I don't know why. I also made the advanced autoclave 2. Oh, I also made this basic rock breaker because I needed obsidian. If you feed this with redstone, you just get obsidian. And I needed obsidian to do this. So these are corp blocks, and they're made with Z-tone tiles and obsidian. And these are the maintenance tunnels. Okay, spooky eldritch noise right on time. I also spent a bunch of time making parts for more blast furnaces. So this should be enough parts to make 4 blast furnaces, including this one, as long as I do some wall sharing. And that's what the building that you saw is for. And each of these 5x5 spaces are for quad EBFs, and there's 8 slots here. It's also hard to see, but there is a little maintenance tunnel entrance here. I haven't put the ladders down. Eventually this is going to have an elevator and an elevator at the bottom. But honestly, I don't think I'm done building yet. There's some issues I need to address. So first of all, I've noticed that the train keeps running out of charcoal. I don't know why. So an easy fix for this is to just replace the tracks with electric tracks. And that is what was voted for in the HamCorp Discord. So we're going to do that. And also, I want to build a skyscraper. It's about time. We're in HV. So I think HamCorp needs an official headquarters with a boardroom at the top. Classic. However, I'm not just going to build that now with my current movement capabilities because it's going to be a pain in the ass. So we also voted on this and decided to make the copterpack. So I think I'm going to do that first. Ooh, steam is going down. Oh, right. We're actually having some problems with making steam right now because the train kept stalling. Anyway, let's get this copterpack done with. Amazing. Now, copterpack uses the same slot as the adventure backpack, so I do have to take that off. It also needs fuel. I do have some random quest reward diesel cells. I'm gonna use that. Alright, here's the copterpack. Oh, it's so cool. I love the sounds it makes. So now that I have the copterpack, I can start building a skyscraper. But that's gonna have to wait, because I need to fix this train situation before I do anything else. So I'm gonna make some electric tracks. I think I need to replace all the tracks. I have no idea how many I need. I'm gonna make like 6 stacks, I think. Can't believe it, but I still have to use this tool recipe to make rebar because I don't have an HV bender. Huh. Alright, got my 6 stacks of electric tracks. That rhymes. Now I also need an electric feeder unit, shunting wires, wire support frames, and also the electric locomotive itself. And this also needs an electric feeder unit, so I actually need 2 of them at least. Got this electric train. Now let's replace these tracks. Can I do it without fucking up the train as it is right now? Probably not. Uh-oh, it's coming. What the hell is going on? What is this? Uh-huh. Clown ass, like, bro, just stop. Just stop, bro. Just enough of that. Cool, all done. Now we need to power these tracks, but to be honest, I don't remember how to do that. I've done this before, but I'm sure I can figure it out again. Okay, I remember now. I need to make a flux transformer. And that will allow me to power the rails. Ow, ow. Got my flux transformer. Now I believe this can go here. This should work. Looks like it's working. Seems to be pumping out energy. So that's good. Now let's check out the cart. If I remember correctly, it takes some time for the entire rail to charge because the charging point is over there, so the entire thing needs to charge up. So it's gonna take some time. It's gonna diffusion equation its way down here, and eventually this should start charging, but that's gonna take some time. Actually, one easy way I could check the charge on the tracks is by making a electric meter. This just needs a bunch of circuits, just a bunch of low voltage circuits. It's pretty easy. Okay, here's the electric meter. Now I think the electric meter is as simple as right-clicking this. Yep. Okay, so this section of track is getting charged really slowly. Like all the way down here, it's already pretty much 0. Yeah, it's 0 up to here. We're running out of steam because this thing had stopped. So it's gonna take who knows how long to heat up again. So it's been a while. I think it is charged the track because the electric locomotive has some charge now. Even though this says 0, I think that might just be a rounding thing. Oh, it's so close. You can do it. How much charge are we at? Ooh, 10, 9, 10. Oh, it's so close. I guess I don't need this anymore. Shit. Oh, it's gone. It's going. I got rid of the little bit of dead weight, and it's gone. Now that we've got this situation sorted out, I think it's time to build HamCorp HQ. Well, we now have the official HamCorp HQ. So you might be wondering what this block is. It's anti-blocks. These are pretty easy to make. The light blue ones you can get just by dyeing some white anti-blocks, and the white anti-blocks are just stone surrounding a piece of glowstone dust. So very cheap, very cheap. However, they don't work with my shaders. They're not emissive with my shaders. So eventually I'm going to swap these out for this lapis callistus, but I don't have the means to make this right now. So as soon as I have those, I'm just gonna go up, replace all of these with those because they're emissive with shaders and it looks really nice, even though shaders are broken right now. And I'm also gonna replace the Ham logo at the top. Any HamCorp enjoyers will know that this looks very similar to the HamCorp design, but it's not an exact copy. This is different. So here's the view from the top. It's not great. This window's pretty small. So is this one, and you can't really see much, but that's because this isn't really going to be the boardroom. The boardroom is going to go one floor below. I haven't built that yet, and that one's going to have kind of a panoramic view of the whole thing. This is just, I don't know, the attic. I don't know what this is. I just thought it would look cool, and it does. So this is the elevator shaft. This is where the vertical rails are going to go. Also something I need to do at some point. And it leads down to here, this room. Remember when I said I had plans for this room? It was going to be kind of the entrance. This is going to be like the lobby for the skyscraper. I thought that would be cool. But anyway, the skyscraper is literally just a hollow cuboid, basically. There's not really anything in there. I'm sure mobs are going to spawn here at some point and just be really loud and obnoxious, but that's why I put this chandelier back, even though it looks very much out of place. It's just I just kept having spiders spawning on the roof, and it was just very annoying. But anyway, this was basically just a decorational piece. So I'm gonna take down this blast furnace and reassemble it in the new blasting hall. Remember to make sure that your energy hatches and maintenance hatches are not shared between these multi-blocks. Anything else is fine to share. Our first quad EBF. Now this thing is going to just gobble up our benzene. Oh, I forgot to make more gas turbines. I need to do that. So the way I've set this up, I have all of the inputs and outputs and maintenance hatch access at the bottom. So I do need to dig out a basement here so I can access them. Okay, so this is obviously a terrible looking basement. It's not even a basement, it's not enclosed. But that's something I'll just work on off camera. It's not really interesting. It's just going to be, I'm just going to dig it out and then basically copy this floor and have some bit walls. Nothing interesting. But here is our access point for the 4 blast furnaces. They're all going to share the input hatch and partially share input buses and output buses. Quick maintenance. Apparently this is my first time doing maintenance. But okay. Oh, it's actually it is my first time fixing all the problems with one click, so maybe that's what it is. Machine damage. That's not true. And like I said, powering this thing is going to be quite difficult. So my original plan for powering the base was to have a centralized power storage in the power building once I got rid of the coke ovens, which is, I think, coming up soon. Not quite there yet, but soon. And then I'd transform up to a higher voltage to minimize the loss and then take it to the blasting hall as well as any other buildings that I make. But the blasting hall is always going to be such a massive power sink that I think it deserves its own dedicated benzene storage. So I think I'm just going to logistics pipe some benzene and then just locally pipe the benzene from the local storage into turbines that are directly connected to these hatches. That way there's no chance of any voiding happening because of us running out of energy. Because I can imagine a situation where I have incorrectly calculated how much loss I'm going to have when I transform up. And then the power gets here and it's just slightly not enough to keep up with the recipe. And then occasionally it will void something. Yeah, that's not okay because we don't want to void anything. So I run into a little issue. I'm actually out of tin. I have no tin ingots and I have no tin ore. So I've made an HV miner. These are very nice because we can place one in the middle of a GregTech ore vein or a GT ore vein. The GT ore veins, I believe, are 48 by 48, and the miner mines in a 49 by 49 area. Actually, let me move it up a bit. So yeah, so we know for sure that this miner is going to be able to mine the entire vein. And also, you can power it with an MV gas turbine because it only uses an MV amount of power. Now, I don't know how much benzene I'm gonna need to fully dig up this vein, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, just a small detour. All right, I've just set this up. I have a logistics pipe coming from the maintenance tunnels. This is benzene coming in right now, filling up this high voltage fluid tank. The tank has an electric pump on the bottom that's pumping it into these pipes. The pipes take it around to the gas turbines. I should probably make these directional. Gas turbines will fill up eventually at some point. And these are all connected to... 2 of these are connected to an MV energy hatch each. So in total there's 16 advanced gas turbines, which is more than we can power with our benzene setup. So we will have to scale up our power at some point in the near future. But for now, I'm just going to let this run. And if we end up running out of benzene, then I'm just going to let it buffer up a bit before I start another craft here. So yeah, we have our first quad EBF, and we're kind of powering it, but we have to be careful with the benzene management. Thank you for watching this episode of the HamCorp Training Manual. In the next episode, we will resume our technological advancements by building a clean room, as well as the next tier of circuits, extreme voltage. HamCorp architects would like to thank you for your attention. HamCorp interior designers will be put to work in the near future. See you next time.